Hey guys, I'm Florian, also known as Venom, and today for this next episode of the MASSE Trickshot tutorial, we're gonna cover what I call the MASSE rail compression. I kind of set it up this time already because it's a little more tricky to do, and I'm gonna just talk about it first. So, the very first setup you can do here is you're gonna do the cue ball right here, right on the second diamond, frozen to the rail, okay? So if it's not frozen, be careful, the shot won't work. So again, we're gonna try to freeze the cue ball, tap it in if needed. Then I usually put the one ball frozen to it as well. And then the two ball frozen to the one ball. That one is not as important. Next step here is you're gonna do the 7 ball or any other number here on the diamond and the 4 ball on the half diamond mark, okay? Now, depending the table, depending your stroke, you can go from 1 diamond to about half a diamond here, or even 3/4. So I'm gonna go for the half diamond mark here. I'm gonna line them up. So basically I'm using all the stripes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stripes plus the 8 ball. And this is kind of a riddle shot. It's also kind of very useful when it actually happens in a game when you're frozen to the rail. So, great shot for you to practice as far as knowledge goes, and also very impressive shot for your friends. And it's not surprising if you actually get a free drink out of a shot like that. Now, the whole concept on that shot is how can you make the 13 ball, which is basically hanging right in the corner, without touching any of the solids. Okay, so obviously, the first thought for people is we're gonna try to jump that ball. Now, of course it's possible, but what happens if you go right here with the 4 ball? So, impossible to jump now, especially because you're frozen to the ball. We're gonna take it back a little bit so it's easier for us to do the shot. The next thought for people is, well, I'm gonna try to go 1 rail here or there, but you quickly realize you're pretty much stuck. There's not much you can do here to not foul. There's only one way to get out of this shot here. It's what I call a compression MASSE shot. So it's actually a compression half MASSE. So what happens when you compress the rail, basically because a rail is rubber, compressing the rubber, it kind of presses towards the thing and it kind of creates a gap in between the one and the cue ball without touching it. So you're gonna be able to now move the one aiming into the rail. Now, if you aim into the rail, you're gonna go 1 rail, either touch the 7 or not, depending where you aim, goes here, and you're probably gonna touch a ball like that here. So you're kind of stuck. You really can't do much. So the only way to cheat that is to actually execute a MASSE shot and the compression in the same time. So I'm aiming usually about right here. So, kind of before the half diamond mark again. And you're gonna do top, left, but you mostly have to angle the cue about probably 45 degrees or something like that. So right here, just like that. And that's actually a very impressive shot that is not so hard to execute. So I'm gonna reset it up for you here, and I'm gonna show you exactly what happened on that side. So there's several ways you could do it. You could put your knee on the table to help you, but it could be difficult. I personally am okay with just that. So you're aiming on the clock probably about 11 o'clock on the system, but the key is to really go into the rail. So high bridge, just like that. Normal grip, a little bit loose as usual, and you just push through, just like that, okay? Now on the adjustment, so there's a few things you gotta know. So you go from here, you kind of find your spot. If you do this, you're almost perfect, but not quite. So that was a little too soft. You're gonna do the same thing harder, this should work. Now, let's say you're aiming this way. That would be aiming too much there. You would have to compensate to aim more here. Now, if you aim too much this way, okay, that was a Mezz Cue, doesn't count. I'm gonna try to show you the adjustment here. Don't forget to chalk. There you go. So if you aim too much there, you're usually gonna disturb the one, or you're gonna go into this line of balls here. So really, you gotta find a way to execute the shot the best you can. Here's too much, here's not enough, so kind of in the middle, usually a good guide. And if you have the right angle but not enough curve, all you gotta do is just angle a little more sometimes, and you should have the perfect curve into the 13 ball. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was the half MASSE compression shot. Remember, stay tuned for more awesome Mezz trick shot videos.